Outrage after multiple Idaho police officers opened fire on a teenage boy with autism. Officials in Pocatello say a neighbor called 911 Saturday evening, reporting what they described as a man who seemed drunk, threatening two people with a knife.
He's pretty drunk. He's just running out with a knife and then falling over, and I think he was shouting someone actually just now.
The family says the boy, Victor Perez, is 17 and has autism and physical disabilities. They hope police would de-escalate the situation. Instead, video shows officers approaching, telling the teen to drop the weapon. He moves toward them, and they open fire from the other side of the fence seconds after arriving.
What the heck? What was that? 9 bullets. They took 9 bullets out of that kid. He died twice. They bring him back, and now I got that he had brain damage, and now we have to handle that.
Pocatello's police chief defending his officer's actions.
We know this incident has deeply affected the community. The full picture requires careful review of all facts and evidence.
This shooting's now under investigation. Family members say they're not sure if this teen is going to survive. Trevor Alt, ABC, New York.
What?
Unfortunately, he did pass away, the boy.
He did.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to sit here and again, we're going to want a Monday morning quarterback that. And just based, if all I had that video, I'm just going to tell you that if I walked up and there was a fence between me and him and I had the ability to back up, I'm going to do that before I'm going to shoot the guy. And also, I'm going to hope that somebody has some form of less lethal, something, a beanbag gun or a taser or something. I had a really hard time when I was watching that. And I just want to share something that on a positive note, it's not nothing positive about that, but I think it's Sacramento started a program, and I think what they're doing is they're allowing families with autistic kids to register their children, and they're putting them in a database. And when they put them in that database, when their name pops up, the officers are immediately told that this is Joey. Joey it doesn't like crowds. And if you scream if you yell loud at Joey, Joey will lose control. And they kind of are giving parents a chance to register this. And the last time I saw this, I was pretty impressed with it. And that the police department has enacted this. And I think it's something that every agency, I know I would have been great because I know I've been to those calls. I went to calls and I had no idea if I was dealing with a guy that was on drugs. And especially when I was a younger officer, you just assume that they're on drugs or they're drunk. And then you find out that's not the case. So I hope these other departments can adopt such a program, and I hope that catches on. So yeah. Kudos for that department for what they're doing.
I'm sitting here from my office chair watching the video. I remember these headlines. I didn't watch it because I knew we were going to talk about it, and I wanted to watch it, react to it live. And what I'm watching is the kid with this big old knife, well within the distance, okay to shoot someone. But like you, Scott, I saw that fence, and I really thought, what is the danger to me? And I don't, or being the officer. And I mean, I guess he could throw it. But we all know the reality of that, just from being around. But like Tony says, how do you verify?
He's also had.
How do you verify ID? Is what Tony's saying.
He also has cerebral palsy, and was walking like what did you call that, Scott? Like a sloth, He
was moving. You could see him.
He was just so slow and stumbling because of his cerebral palsy, and the sister was yelling at the officers that he's special needs.
Right.
And
remember was it Mario Woods, the guy at San Francisco PD? They all shot. Was it Mario Woods, the homeless guy, San Francisco PD all shot? Was that his name? The black guy with the knife, and like 6 officers shot him a few years ago before COVID. Was his name? Yeah. And it was another thing where it's like all the officers are shooting. Again, I wasn't there.
But that one there,
One
Mark,
taser
that one
would
there,
have handled that whole situation.
He stabbed somebody previously though.
Did he?
He had already stabbed an innocent bystander.
Yeah. I also, and again, I'm just devil's advocate, guys. Just, you got one officer shoots and then another one shoots, who shot, right? It's a tough situation.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would have done, but having this nice, safe perspective that I have here, I like you, Scott. I saw the fence and I go, okay, what is the, backup, right? It's like my friend said, we talked about the other day, the Vietnamese potato peeler that looks like a knife to the rest of us. I had one officer from San Jose PD tell me an older officer might have said, hey, even though it was a good shoot, and nothing against the officer did it. I was not in that situation. I guess my point is these are tough and there's no easy answer with any of this. And I feel sorry for the kid, the family, and the officers. They didn't become police officers to do that. They became police officers to fight real bad guys.
Right.
And
Right.
it's sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad. Well, I'm sure there will be
Thoroughly investigated.
critically